Digital Circus. It's over. It's actually over, dude. That's kind of nuts. I mean, okay, the show has 9 episodes that have been stretching out for like 3 or so years, right? But that's pretty normal and expected for an indie show like this. Honestly, it's kind of actually impressive how somehow fast the episodes were coming out, but that's also to be expected given the overwhelming, humongous success this series had. Like, it's actually kind of unbelievably insane. And I love Digital Circus. As an artist myself who wants to tell my own stories and have my own shows one day, it's a huge inspiration. But also the most important thing is that the hype for the show is very real. Like, it's actually kind of rare to see a massive success like this actually live up to the hype in many different and meaningful ways, but Digital Circus did it, and I think that's the craziest part about all of this, which I also wouldn't be super able to tell from the pilot alone, given that its emotional weight is not nearly as impactful as the following episodes. But like, don't get me wrong though, it's a great pilot, but its focus is definitely more on the humor and wacky shenanigans with only a few hints of a deeper, more emotionally thrilling story underneath. And guess what? Literally every episode afterwards only got deeper and deeper, exploring each character properly and in depth, having the real focus of everything be the actual characters, how they're feeling, what they're going through. Not to mention how they really managed to keep the mystery going in really fun ways, with only some small hints of the true nature of the circus really being presented to us. I guess one small critique I have is that maybe the mystery and plot could have been explored a bit more actually, like the show definitely focused way more on the characters and exploring them, which is amazing, but I think a bit more focus on the whole escaping the circus thing prior to episode 7 would have been pretty cool. That's a really minor issue, of course. The show is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love character-driven stories like this, and that really is what the Digital Circus nails. Characters. Guess what though? It's over. The show's over, guys. It's done. All we can do is cry. And you know what? I fucking knew it. I absolutely fucking predicted this. From day one, for the very first episode, I literally knew they were pulling a Soma on us. I knew they're all digital copies of real people and that they couldn't never escape. I literally knew it, but I also really didn't want that to be the case. Because that's so sad. Like, the sooner they find out is so depressing. There's many fucking depressing scenes in this, and it's not really in an over-the-top forced way where you're just like, wow, how convenient for the narrative that these characters are going through something horrible for me to feel things. I know, these are real people going through real problems, and it's so weird and also really cool to see all of that, but with goofy cartoon characters on top of it all. But also, like, just imagine that. Just find out that your entire existence is a copy that doesn't even get to escape, to strive for more. That sucks. I would probably have an existential crisis literally every day if that was me. I mean, all things considered, they all kind of take everything pretty well. The emotions that the finale explores really are more focused elsewhere. I mean, the first half being entirely focused on Jax was pretty, first and foremost, amazing, and I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, but secondly, it's kind of weird how it didn't go anywhere afterwards. Like, I was sort of fully expecting that to lead the characters to find a way to cure the people who abstracted, you know, because, like, considering everything, I think they deserved it, you know, like, they're stuck here forever as digital copies of real people. The least they could have is be able to save the people that went insane, because those guys are in eternal suffering there. Like, I think that would have been way more satisfying, you know, a little caveat after having gone through all that shit of finding out your existence is not what you thought it was. And while the whole Jack section stands out for being really compelling and emotionally, I just think it missed a more satisfying payoff. And I think the whole thing with curing the abstracted people would have filled that hole nicely. That being said, it's still fantastic. The standout being that extended sequence where Jax and Ribbit just sit and open up to each other. That scene is not only beautiful visually, but incredibly emotionally resonant. You feel everything the characters are feeling. And that goes through basically any emotional scene in this, because really, this whole finale is mostly composed of people feeling things. If you think about it, there's not much over-the-top stuff going on, you know, not much quote-unquote adventuring happening. It's literally like people finding out things and reacting to them and being emotionally wrecked or emotionally healing. And that sounds like a bad thing, but it really isn't, because this show's focus is what it nails. The characters. They're all amazing characters, every single one of them. I mean, okay, some of them don't get explored as much as the others, but that's like fine, you know, it's still enough. And just the absolute raw artistry used to portray these people's emotions, not only with incredible visuals and cinematography, but with true emotional resonance that really hits. And that's actually kind of what ends up being what truly carries this show forwards, with the amazing visuals and scores only amplifying something that by itself is already incredibly strong, resulting in a piece of art that is just exquisite. This is art. This is just pure art, man. This is what I want to do as an artist. This is one of the most inspiring pieces of art I've ever had the pleasure of watching. I want to evoke emotions like this, to have characters that feel real like this, to have an absolutely amazing story be told in an incredibly resonant way. This is one of those projects that just nailed what it set out to do, that deserved its hype and praise and everything else it had going for it. When I left the theater, I had a chat with my friend about it. He loved it as well, but gave me some minor complaints about how he thought the ending being too happy and positive was a bit too convenient. I understand that, but also it was warranted. These people deserved a happy ending. They deserve to find happiness within themselves and the world around them. The scene where they're looking at the real versions of themselves just hit the absolute sweet spot of emotions for me. Them realizing that they were moving in life, that even if their copies were in the circus, the real them were out there being happy, accomplishing the things they wanted to do. It was the reassurance they needed to keep going and find purpose with their new lives. Their old selves will be okay, and their new selves will be okay as well. I think Kane being the one to provide them that was really meaningful. The fact that he was just going insane and then he by himself is able to self-reflect enough to be able to heal and grow as a person. Dude, the whole section with him and the void was just beautiful, man. And him coming back being genuinely regretful, being a new person who's better because of the people around him. Wait, why is this show so good? What the man? I mean, me, I guess. I'll miss it. Congrats to Gooseworks and Glitch. Like, really good job, Glitch. You've really come a long way since the times where I used to watch y'all make goofy Mario 64 shit posts with SMG4 as a kid. Yeah, I mean, that's also incredible to me as someone who used to be a big fan of them back in the day. Just see them grow into this fully fledged animated studio that earned its place, that just kicked ass and showed everybody what a group of talented and inspired people can do together. I look forward to what else they'll keep making in the future. Game Overs, Knights of Guinevere, like a Daisy, yeah, I'm here for it, baby. And hey, maybe, hopefully, one day I'll make something that'll be among them. I'll keep working hard to bring my projects to life and see where life will take me. I guess it all starts with my little YouTube channel here. The show just really inspired me. So that's why I want to say, thank you for watching this far. This show meant a lot to me as an artist and just so many people out there. I'll keep it close to my heart for the rest of my life. So yeah, goodbye, Digital Circus. Thanks for the good times. Please subscribe.